Hey traders, this is Rich with breathingwiththemarkets.com. How are you doing? Hey, I wanted to talk a little bit about swing trading, some scalping, see where the conversation goes, and most certainly signal group scams. If you're part of a signal group and they're not calling out signals and they're just showing their pocketbook, some holy grails or some lucky trades, think twice. They should be pumping the pips out, points, ticks, and all of the above on swing trades. Swing trades are easy, just takes time to let them move up or down. But if they're not pumping those pips out, buyer beware. It's a scam. Let's get into it. It's just a little bit of information. It says up here, thousands of pips I still have not collected, plus my 24/7 rotation. I know the market's not open 24/7. It's just easier to say. I mean, if you can't figure that out, shouldn't be trading in the first place, right? I know it's a pause. I know it starts or ends on Friday, opens on Sunday. You get it, right? If you don't get it, then trading's not for you. And then we got the 10 pip sallies over here on our left. So just wanted to show you, just so you know, kind of a date that I'm referring to. Swing trading is easy. Don't let anybody fool you. Swing trading is easy. All it is a higher time frame. And if you know how to set up your trades, you can go ahead and do that and make some pretty good profit doing so. Unfortunately, a lot of people don't have the money to sit and wait for trades to pan out, or they're putting all their eggs in one basket. I can literally take 28 pairs of currencies and find entries on those and leave them in the market 24 hours, 7 days a week. I know, I get it, maybe 24/5, right? So 24 hours a day in those stop loss and continue to increase those pips without a stop loss. 24 hours a day. Yes, that's correct. 24 hours a day. It is absolutely fucking boring for me. It is boring. It's just not something that I like to do. I set a challenge for myself to attack the currency market and to figure out a way how I can enter that market on 28 different pairs at one time and show to myself and my data that everything that people are saying is full of shit, man. You know, whether it's GBP pairs related, whether it's Euro pairs related, all that stuff, you got to learn how to trade the chart. The chart's going to tell you exactly where you need to be in the market and what direction you need to go. Just because it might tell you which direction you need to go, you still need to find an entry. So it's not like I'm taking all 28 pairs and hitting the button, boom, 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 all the way down. You got to find your entry. So once I rotate those stocks, once I rotate those pairs in the market, I might find 5 or 6 in one day. I might find 10 another day, or I might find 2, or I might have to wait a couple days. But once I get all of those positions in the market, I am basically, and I'm not taking long and shorts, I'm not taking long and shorts on the same currency pair, but I might have GBP JPY going one direction and the pound US going south. I'm trading the chart. So I might have one going long and one going short, but I am not, and I repeat this, I am not taking long and short positions on a different account or on the same account. First of all, it's illegal to do that, to take it on the same account. And I don't know, these guys, the gamblers and criminals and everything else, who knows what they're doing on the side, hedging and everything else. This is clean, mean, and you got to know your shit. I've done it on a 4-hour chart and I've done it on a daily time frame. Only difference on a 4-hour chart is every 4 hours I got to check it. You know, and depending on your time and stuff like that, you might be waking up at 2200 hours and then waking up at 2 o'clock in the morning. You know, you can go up to 6 and 8 hours. That's fine. But 24 hours seems to be okay. But once you find your entry, you just hang on and you hold, and I don't use stops. So let's get into it. Those believers and people that want to learn and understand what is actually the potential is, okay? What is the potential? If I can do it, why can't you? So if I can do it, why can't you? Only difference between me and you maybe is I put in the work. So I put in the work and I found out how to do it on my own. So I can teach and I can mentor people how to take positions in the market with a high probability. That's a key. Objective, not intuition, not this a hunch in the market. I got 10 years, I got 15 years. Who gives a shit? Have you ever heard the old saying is, it doesn't matter how many hours you work in a day, it's what you get done in a day, right? So say your hit rate's at 50-50. There's people on the internet saying, oh, I got a 50-50 hit rate. I just win more than you lose and blah, blah, blah. That's first grade shit. A P&L, it's either positive or negative, right? So if you're going to test strategies and stuff like that, you're going to collect data, right? So you're testing strategies, you're testing platforms and stuff like that. Going in the game that your risk is extremely high because you're collecting data, right? So if you want to take a strategy and stuff like that, you say, people are novices or people that don't even know, oh, I tested that strategy, it doesn't work, blah, blah, blah. First of all, who are they? So anybody can tell you what they're going to do. Don't look at the watches, don't look at the cars, look at substance, okay? Is someone telling you to trade objectively? Because there's a lot of traders, maybe they misinterpret what they're supposed to say. Who knows? But you should be able to trade in a methodical way, robotic, and over and over and over again. And somebody that says that should be able to show you exactly what is meant by that. Not just picking a high and a low, because that's easy to go, all right? Not banking that it's going to go lower, not banking it's going to go higher. What's an extension? Is that a hair extension? What kind of extension is that? Okay? This is all in good fun, right? I do not like to see traders that are being misled. It's not about the numbers on the end, okay? You go out and buy food, you get a receipt, okay? Like I said, who cannot buy 20 accounts, go to 10 trading days, and hit a grand slam, the luckiest 10 days in their life when the market is in expansion phase. There's an expansion and contraction phase in the market. But I show the mentees where the expansion phase is in the market and where the contraction phase is, okay? And I show them all kinds of stuff. I can talk 5 hours without a break going through that market. And the next day talk another 5-6 hours without a break going through with details in that market that knows what he's talking about. Not, hey, I'm going to show you, I'm going to go long right here, and the reason being, and then 5 minutes later, the conversation's over with. Do you want that in your life? Do you want to follow a gambler? Or you want someone that knows what the fuck they're doing in the market? And it's not by showing money. Money means nothing. You go out, you buy a beer, you go out and buy your favorite drink, you go out and buy your car of your choice. You like cars or trucks? You like them lifted or not? Lowered or lifted? Everyone has their own flavor. Never judge people by what they drive. Half that shit's probably leased anyways. You ever thought about that? I got my G Ride, that shit's leased. You know what I mean? And then I'll give you the total at the end. You can check it yourself. Okay, we just went over this one, the pound Swiss all the way down to USD SGD. And we went through all of the pips. At the end, I'll give you the total pip count. You can pause and scroll back and look yourself, verify yourself what I'm talking about. But hopefully, traders, you get the picture from what I'm going to say. So let's go over to here to the next one. Okay, then we have the Aussie yen. Aussie yen was, let's see if I can increase that. That's where you can see it. 300.6, Aussie NZD 200.9. Both of those are in profit. They're green. In pips, Aussie USD 125.8 profit in pips. CAD Chef positive 61.3 pips. CAD Yen 147.1 pips in the green. And Euro Aussie 278.9. And then we go to Aussie CAD. At the top of the screen, Aussie CAD 100.4, Aussie Swift 139.9, Aussie Yen 300.7, Aussie NZD 200.9, Aussie USD 125.7, and CAD Swiss 61.3. And then we go to the Euro Aussie, top of the page, 278.9, Euro Swiss 90 or 9 minus, I'm sorry, minus 9.5, minus 9.5, Euro Yen 250.1, pound Aussie 81.8, pound CAD minus 173.5, and pound Swiss 86.7. So I think that wraps it up. So anyways, all of those pips, and I did not duplicate them in a sense that when I add it up or give you the number, but the total number, the positive pips minus the negative pips at the time that the photographs were taken, in positive pips and positive territory profit in pips is 2,476.70. Again, profit in pips is 2,476 0.70. Now that is on a live Awanda account during that time period. I was testing some things out. I was doing things and collecting data also. Like I said, that's swing trading. If you're in a signals scam group, again, if you're in a signals scam group, you're pumping those pips out in the thousands, hundreds, at least in the hundreds per month. In the thousands. I mean, I don't know what to say. Swing trading, you're letting it run. So why aren't you pipping it out? You know, you got to think about it. Why is not somebody pipping it out? If they know how to swing trade, they say, oh, I'm a swing trader. Okay, what are you? Swing trader, scalper, what are you? Figure it out. Because if you have a signals group and they're paying monthly fees, what they're doing is that's their stop loss. Unfortunately, they're not pipping anything out. They're not pipping anything out. It's not difficult to get 1,000 pips in a month or 2,000, 3,000 pips. I mean, if the market's in an expansion or contraction phase, it's going to vary. But it typically only gets in that phase, and I'm not going to say over online, but you got to figure this shit out, man. And then you hear people talk that I've been on 15 years, 20 years, and I've worked on here and I worked over there and I worked for Goldman, whatever, blah, blah, blah. And I hear them talk and they're being interviewed. And I'm listening for some specific things that I teach the mentees. And guess what? I'm not hearing it. And I don't understand why. I am not hearing it. All I hear is the same rhetoric over and over and over again. Something's fucking wrong. Something's not right. How can someone in Wall Street or wherever they come from, they're on an option desk, they're on the floor or something, and they're not talking about the market like I see the market. I can't be the only one that sees the market this way. I find that highly impossible. I've studied my ass off. I don't get it. I don't. Traders, I don't get it. I don't understand. I don't understand how all this education came about. And they had the same basic education on everything. Why aren't they teaching an edge in the market? What is the edge? The market and the candles are manipulated. You should be able to look at a chart and you should be able to enter with a high probability and have your mindset right because you've seen this work over and over and over again. That's an objective way to trade. 2,476 pips in the green still. You know, I had this clueless bastard call me out. I show him this. It's fucking live. It's live. It's Awanda. I don't get it. It's not about the money. It's about the skill. If you got all the money in the world, I'm happy for you. If you're driving a Bentley, I'm happy for you. It's not about that. It's about attacking the beast. It's about a person that understands it's an individual sport. Trading is a sport. It's an individual sport. And during this time, I took, I think, pound yen. It got above 900 pips, I think 950 or 960. You know, I'm thinking, I want 1,000, man. I want 1,000 pips on GJ. And it tapered back a little bit. And, you know, I was here and I was there and I didn't hit the 1,000 mark. It was 9 something. I say 950, 925, 900 pips or whatever. But I had it over 1,000 and I didn't take it. But, you know, so it doesn't matter how much money you have. What matters is if you have the skill. Multiply a skill times someone else's bankroll. Does this fit in your bankroll? Multiply it out. There are people on YouTube that are claiming 50 pip victories. 50 pip victories. I mean, it's just crazy. You want to take the 278 and profit on the pips? You want to take the 250, the 81, the 86, 50 pips, 10 pip sallies? Look at this. You want to take the Aussie cat at 100? Aussie Swiss at 139.9? How about the Aussie yen, 300 pips in the positive? I mean, you can't make this shit up. Upper left, live. I don't know. I'm just trying to explain that there are some people out here that are not really traders. And all they do is make fun of other people to hide themselves. And if you have a signal scam group, they're pumping the pips out. If you're charging people monthly, pump those pips out. I don't have a scam signals group. I could pump those pips out. Absolutely. I know how to get in that market. Shitload of pairs at once. It's not my flavor though, but I can do it. So the moral of the story is keep your chin up. Don't always listen to somebody that is showing you money on the sidelines, okay? As you can see, I blocked out the pip side or the money and all that stuff. I've never been like that. I'm not in this to give and provide people information on what I'm doing in advance so they can go to their scam signals channel, which they have done in the past, and they actually used my entries and then claimed that my entries were their entries. But yet the timestamps of me posting was hours apart. You know what I mean? So you're being duped. If you're in a signals group, you haven't done your homework. And if you haven't done your homework, that's on you. There are people that can gamble. There are people that have an addiction to trading and they need money and cash flow coming in. Remember, this is an individual sport. You have to be able to trade methodically and in a robotic way, in my opinion. Now, some people might not think about it that way, but when they step back and look back at how they're taking these entries, that it does come to, and they're successful at it, it does come to a robotic type of way, even though they might not even think about it that way. But the successful traders, not by money. Money means nothing. I keep telling you that. But skillful traders have some type of methodical, robotic approach to the market. Okay. And they repeat that over and over and over again. That's all I got for you today, traders. Hope you have a great day. Peace.